but I wanted to see how far it would go without refilling it all. So this so far, this is set it and forget it. Now this is what I'm talking about, microgreens are this tall. You'll harvest it, right? But if you take them, grow them out, now you've got loads and loads of baby greens. This one little bunch right here, that'd be about $4 or $5 in the store, right? So you imagine how much money you save on this whole tower here. And that was just off of like one bunch of microgreens. By the way, a lot of you were asking for adapters for the wide mouth mason jars. So I finally made some, and it doesn't need any legs because the wide mouth ones are the same diameter when you turn them upside down. And someone else asked if we could make it a hybrid, so you can use it with these plastic Coke bottles. So now you have two options, and I've got videos coming out on this. But right now, the buy one get one free. Now you can grow loads of microgreens. Now back to the garden. Alright guys, just a quick video to show you how everything's going. I'm working on more videos showing you guys how to put these all together, new updated ones. These are the bucket towers, there's totes over there, but I just want to show you really quick how everything is going. And this is with hardly any care. I'm going to tell you guys how I maintain these. Those over there, the totes, I haven't done anything to them, but let me show you real quick. We've got pepper plants growing here, got some peppers coming in. Actually quite a few blossoms in that. Different kinds. We got regular peppers, we've got banana peppers, jalapenos. Here we've got some tomatoes in the bucket towers. This one's actually 8 feet tall. And we've got tomatoes on it, lots of blossoms. There's 2 buckets, 2 plants. There's 2 more over here. Lots of blossoms. There's tomatoes down there. So we've got some tomatoes coming in here and another one over there. So 6 of those. Now let me show you over here what's going on with this. Got, let's see, a lot of tomatoes in there. First ones that came out, and then more up here. This plant, so this first plant here is about that tall, and then these over here that are going all the way up, they're 8 feet tall. That's actually the Super Sweet 100. So that's all of those plants. And we've got another one, a little small bush. It's got tomatoes on it too. So we got tomatoes coming in on there. And we've got the cucumber plant. Look at all the blossoms on that. Let's see if we can see any cucumbers on there. It's little tiny ones. It's got tiny cucumbers. That one's actually all the way up to the ceiling too. There's more cucumbers all over it, but there's this first one that came in. Can't really see it. So I think he's just about ready to pick. So we've got that. I've been cutting leaves here. They grow really fast, but it's covering up the lettuce. So we did have some lettuce underneath of there. But every few days it just gets covered back up by all these vines. This is that same cucumber plant coming all the way out to here. Actually going all the way to there is that guy. Some more cucumbers there. There's more cucumbers. Then this plant's got some coming here too, so the cucumbers are just going wild. And up front we've got the squash plant. Let's see, got another squash in there. And a squash down there. And let's see, lots of blossoms. Oh, looks like, do we got any female ones coming in? Yeah, it looks like we've got a couple of female blooms about to happen on that. So we got that squash plant up front, all the cucumbers, and these are all the tomatoes. And we've got a habanero plant here. I only have one habanero plant. We don't need a whole lot of pepper, so this thing's covered with little blossoms. If we look under here, we've got a bunch of peppers already. So we're just waiting for those to ripen up. And then a lot more up here. So we're gonna have a load of peppers on that without any care. So all of this here, we haven't done anything to it. I gotta step back, there's so much stuff growing there. Alright, so that jungle right there, we haven't watered it or anything. We just filled up those totes, put the plants in, and they grew to this stage. Got fruit, look at all the tomatoes down there. Right, so we got tomatoes, lots of blossoms. So everything's starting to come in. So to this point, no watering, no care, set it and forget it. Now I might come over and drill one more hole in the top so we can see inside, and if I do need to put some nutrients, I'll go ahead and refill it. But I wanted to see how far it would go without refilling at all. So this, so far, this is set it and forget it. These over here, I do come in here and top them off. So I'm going to let you know how I do that. You can see that's what it looks like inside. And these are white containers out in the sunlight. These are dark. We're going to see how they do against each other. This is undercover. This is not. And let's see, one quick last thing. This is the tomato plant. It's called Sweet Sicily. This just has like loads of tomatoes on it. And I might come in and pull some of these leaves off here, but there's tomatoes. That one's about to ripen up right there. We don't eat a whole lot of tomatoes, so there's no way I'm even going to eat all of these. And I don't can and anything, but maybe I'll find someone to give some to. This is kind of covered up our basil. We had basil under there. See the basil's on the side coming out. So I got plants, I got basil all around. But then some of it's not getting any light up under here. Might have to pull those plants out, relocate them to the side. But that's 3 buckets. I got basil in the bottom 2. And then a couple tomato plants on top. But we'll do this later when the sun goes down. Got kale up there. We're gonna redo something down here. All right, still picking off of this. We gotta harvest all of this. The arugula is gone to seed. But you can still come in here. Look at these leaves, arugula leaves, all over the place. We still got pak choi, getting kind of long and scraggly. It's probably just about out of water. And the lettuce has to go, so we haven't even done that yet. And the last thing over here is the arugula. So we're gonna start harvesting this baby arugula. See how big that is? Now this is what I'm talking about, microgreens are this tall. You'll harvest it, right? But if you take them, grow them out, now you've got loads and loads of baby greens. This one little bunch right here, that'd be about $4 or $5 in the store, right? So you imagine how much money you save on this whole tower here. And that was just off of like one bunch of microgreens. So going from a tiny microgreen to here, you're probably not losing a whole lot of nutrients. These things are probably more nutrient dense than a mature version, but you get a whole lot more bang for your buck, right? This will fill you up a little bit more. You know, salad, throw a little grilled chicken on top of that. If you take all of that, that would have been a handful of microgreens, right? On a plate, one meal. This, you're talking about, you can have a salad, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, you know, there's about 20 salads in there. So this is what you want to do. Look at all of that, right? So just think about the cost. How much like one little container of microgreens costs. And if you grow them out a little bit more, this didn't take any work. We put it in this little hydroponic system. It's on a timer. Comes on, I think, every 15 minutes. It comes on for about 5 minutes. These here, it's kind of like the crack key system. It has water flow in, so it has fresh water flowing in, right? And then it stops. But once the pump stops, the water level stays here. That stays in there. So even when that pump goes off, there's a little bit of water in the bottom of each of these. And that's what makes this work. So you don't have to have the pump running 24 hours a day. But I mean, look at all those greens. We're gonna harvest this today and we'll plant something else out here. Maybe some more arugula. We got some more arugula going. Might figure out something else. Now this, we grew all of this and Keely's gonna harvest it. She might blend some up and freeze some and use it for different things. Or just put it in the fridge. We could eat off of this for the next 3 or 4 days. But really, like this, I would come in and harvest this and take my microgreens and put microgreens back in here. And then harvest this and put microgreens. And then you can keep this going over and over again. Awesome. And this is using the new nutrients, gold leaf. So I'll do a video on that if y'all want to go look it up. You add it to here, it dechlorinates the water. There's no mixing. I put per 5-gallon container 2 tablespoons, and it also adjusts your pH. You don't have to worry about any of that. So someone like me who has no meters and doesn't bother with anything, this takes care of everything by itself. Keely's got her little oasis going on over here. Bunches of mint. I think there's a little Malabar spinach, chamomile, dill, all kinds of stuff in here. And her fish are in there somewhere. I think they're hiding from me. Alright, and over here we went and got a bunch more herbs. Keely wants me to do an herb garden. So we've got more microgreens going. She's got all kinds of parsley and chives and sage, basil, oregano, thyme. Good stuff. So we're gonna get some more totes. I've got new totes. I'm gonna cut holes in them, fill them up with nutrients, put them over here next to this. I've got another tarp I'm gonna stretch over there so we can cover them up. Because these are doing so good, we're gonna do another row over here. See how the herbs do with it. Alright, y'all get out of here. Live to inspire, keep on growing, and be the change. Catch you next time.